interrupt this program to bring you a special report.
Hello?
Hey, Jermaine, it's Jordy. How you?
I'm good, man. How about yourself?
We're good, man. It's me, Mac Edwards, Ryan Tomblin, and Jaron Lewis. And
Hey, what's up, fellas?
What's up, man?
Smooth.
Oh, man, it's good to hear you. I don't think you probably met me when I was in elementary school or something.
I think he read us books.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, speaking of that, I was like on the internet trying to find, whatever I could about you, find some old granny videos. I'm just kidding.
Granny.
But I did find a WTOC article from November 2nd, 2002, right? And it said it's just some teachers, talking good about you or whatever. It was Coach Ace's. Coach Ace's said they are genuine in everything that they do, said Coach Ace's, and they don't do anything for recognition. They never want to brag on themselves. Deborah Fallon. And, I thought that was awesome. I know it was a simple article about top teams in '02, right? But I think that was, something that I didn't really know about you. I mean, I knew you were a great athlete, but it seems like you were an even better person. So, thank you for being a good example for, countless kids. My question to you right now is, what are you up to? Where are you at? I knew you played at Armstrong, right, after high school, right?
Right. Yep. First off, thank you guys for having me. I like what you guys are doing, man. Doing a lot of good things for the little town of Claxton, putting us on the map. So that's first off. And then shout out to Coach Aces. Thank you for that. Those comments. But what am I up to now? I'm a family man. I'm married. With kids. I'm an IT consultant, so I'm working from home or I'm on the road. Most of my sports comes, through my son. He's a big basketball player now. He's 10 years old, so I try to keep him in sports, or really basketball year round. So I'm usually just at his games or,
Cool.
with him practicing most of the days. So
Yeah, awesome. Good deal. My next.
Do you let him score on you?
Oh no, I can't let him score on me.
That's what I thought.
That's what I earned it.
Yeah, that was my next question. You still got it?
I still got the shot.
I knew he was gonna say that.
When it goes to the ups, hey, that's
Right.
a different story, man.
Right, you still good for that corner three, right?
Hey, I'm still good for the three, but don't throw me an alley.
Awesome, man. Well, again, yeah. I think, when we start talking about water towers, you and your brother were like, that was like the beginning of my like Claxton high school like history of who I thought was good, right? I mean, I don't really go back further than that. So again, it's an honor talking to you, and I really appreciate you taking the time out to talk with us. But outside of that, you guys have any other questions?
I got one.
You got questions? Okay.
I got one. Look here, I've got to know what out of everything in your career of sports, and it better be football. I don't want to hear nothing about this basketball. I'm just kidding. Out of all of your sports that you've done, what is the single event or play or game or storyline finish, storyline coming up to? What is the thing that's in the back of your head about your sports career that just is probably the most amazing thing, or something you think about like every day that you see something on TV about sports?
Ooh, that's a good one. I probably wouldn't narrow it down to like one event, but I would say my junior year in high school. Just because of the run that we went on in both football, and basketball. And that was the last year I got to play with my brother, John Boy. So, but you guys don't know him. Max, I heard you talking about, your senior class went undefeated in the Grove.
Yeah.
But my junior year, We went 10-0.
Yeah.
Now Davis all alone on the other end being trailed.
Good foul. That's a good foul.
We've talked about the hustle of Jermaine Wilkerson all day long, and there's another example of it right there.
He is everywhere.
I still got a head cracker T-shirt. I don't want. It doesn't fit me anymore, but I still got it.
It's called Head Buster.
Head Buster. That's what it was. Head Buster.
Yeah, actually we went 11-0, and then got to that 12th bang, that second round of the playoffs, and a tough Clinch County team knocked us off.
Yeah, Clinch.
And
I've been there, done that. Got that Clinch T-shirt.
Yep. And then to follow it up, basketball season. That's when we went on our state title run, and came runners up. But just that whole year was like crazy, because we went from football, we had a bunch of injuries going into basketball season, and just like the obstacles and adversities that we went through, and to make it that far was unbelievable.
That's awesome.
Yeah, one thing I always remember, Coach Stroud, he was our coach at the time. He told me, hey, if we win this state championship, he said, I'm writing a book.
I'm here with Coach Stroud. Coach, I'm tired watching this game, man. What do you think about it?
Tell you what, Taylor does a great job. They've got a lot of speed, quickness. We just started out and didn't have a good first quarter. Just kind of, I guess, getting settled in. We played better second quarter. We just got too many turnovers. We just got to settle down and take what they give us. We missed a lot of easy ones inside. I feel we can regroup, make a few adjustments. We're going to have a good second half.
I'm writing a book.
Yeah. Hey, he couldn't have wrote the book because he was making me run too many stairs at the Grove there. But no, man, dude, that's an awesome answer. Again, like I said, with my top five, it's hard for me to even get out of my senior year in my mindset. For you to go through all of the adversity that y'all went through and to take home so much, and that is a storybook answer, and I appreciate it, man. That's the question I had for you. And like I say, man, we did a remember when one of the episodes before where we was talking about the getting the little ribbons at school. Yep. But buddy, I was in elementary school hollering your name, son. I was hollering it. But I will pass it on to Coach. I think he's got a question for you.
Yes.
All right, you got a mic one. You can go ahead.
I got a question for him.
Or you want to say hey?
Smooth, what's up, man?
What up, Coach, man? How's it going?
Hey, getting old, man. How you been?
Same here, man. I've been good, though. I can't complain.
Good. Yeah, I just want to say I don't have a question for you. I'm just proud of you guys, man. To be, from Claxton and to come back home and to have an opportunity to coach you guys, and I actually started coaching you as a freshman.
Yep.
And to see what we made it. I mean, you think about it, we made that first run. A lot of people think about the 2002 season, but many don't remember, us coming in, in 2000 and going to the Elite Eight. And I don't know if you remember this, but the last second shot against Calhoun in the Macon, Coliseum, we ended up losing the ball on their end, called a timeout, and remember telling you guys, do not leave the basket, protect the goal.
Yep.
Guy shoots one, it goes in and out. We end up going and winning in overtime, and then we lose obviously in the Elite Eight. But that's where I want to let you guys know that I'm most proud just to be associated with you. And the Hall of Fame is all about y'all. That you guys, you carried the torch, and you paved the way for everybody else coming behind you. So no questions. Just wanted to let you know that I was proud of you.
Hey, appreciate it, Coach, man. You was there for the whole ride, so you was one of the ones that was pushing us. Making sure we stayed in line, making sure that practice we worked on what we need to work on. So, we appreciate that.
Please don't say anything I used to say, all right? I was a lot younger then, so I know to do better now. But hey, you guys were great to coach. I think we didn't really have to do as much as we needed to, but we did what we had to do, and right. we got to where we needed to be. So, hey, much success to you, man. Congratulations on your family, and make sure you teach your son how to play defense. Remember that.
Oh, yeah. average right now about 5 steals a game, maybe even more.
Wow. So
I'm not even exaggerating.
So which means he's gonna be better than you, right?
Of course.
Okay.
I didn't play defense.
No. Thank you for telling that. Your brother played defense. But you could shoot it, so that helped you, that bailed you out.
All right, Mr. Jermaine, you got Jaron on the line now.
Jaron, how's it going, man?
Man, it's all good. It's all good. And we could talk about sports a lot. With me and you both playing at the collegiate level there at Armstrong, and seeing each other in the training room and at the dorms and that kind of stuff. But man, I'm gonna throw it way back, and I'm gonna talk a little bit about. We got Ryan here too, about that summer camp that we used to work at in the summertime.
Oh,
Man,
I remember.
Yeah, all the kids and stuff we used to do playing dodgeball, and we got to remember the star of the show, Big C. I don't know if you remember Big C.
Clarence.
Big C, man. Yep, man, we used to love that kid. But
yeah, man, that was good times back then, man. Oh man.
Yeah, that needs to be probably. I don't know if you've seen our little segments where we do the Remember When, but we need to have a Remember When for the summer camp out there at the rec department. We had a lot of kids come through there in 2 or 3 years we done that camp.
Yes, Lord.
We did.
We took them all over the place, summer waves and the zoo and all kind of places, beach. Yep. We had a big time doing that. But man, I was just gonna talk with you a little bit about Big C and that camp and all. Maybe a couple of them kids. I saw one out at the rec department the other day. I'm back at the rec department working now, and I saw one of them, and I couldn't remember his real name, but I remember we called him Arnie. And I was like, man, are you Arnie? I was like, used to be at the summer camp. He's like, yeah, man, that's me. So I that was pretty funny. But maybe some of them kids that we had in that summer camp will see this and maybe give us a shout out and tell us that they remembered us or whatever. But that's all I got, man. I appreciate you talking with us and giving you time. I'm gonna give it back to Jordy now, where you can give us your water tower.
Okay, appreciate it, Jared. And Jared,
Yeah.
one thing about you, man, I don't know if you remember. So growing up in Claxton, almost everybody, at least tried to play baseball 1 year.
That's right.
And I don't know if you remember, but my first time coming out playing baseball, I was on your dad's team. You was on there, and I think we was like the Braves.
Yeah, quick cut Braves.
Yeah, quick cut Braves, man. And that's the first time I remember you. And I said, man, Jared is one hell of a baseball player, man. And I'm on the end of the bench. It was me and I think it was Maurice Jones. We would take turns of who would play each game. Like one would sit on the bench and the other one would be out and out.
Yeah, I remember Maurice playing. Yeah.
Yep. But after that, it took me 1 year. I was like, man, I can't. Baseball's not for me. I had to give it up, man. But yeah, you dang sure was a hell of a baseball player, man.
Man, we tried. We had a good time doing it all, but I remember that quick cut Braves. Yep. I had to dig that team picture out. Maybe we'll be on there. Yeah.
All right, cool. All right, so here's the moment we've all been waiting for. Let's you got the floor, so this is yours, and I'm gonna preface to anybody watching. This is Jermaine's water tower. All right, I don't want to hear no chirping about, oh, he left off this person, left off that person. We get it on every video. It's annoying. This is Jermaine's water tower, and let it be. All right, so the floor is yours, sir.
All right. My water tower. This was it wasn't that hard, but it does make you think, makes you go back, and Claxton has some really, really great athletes that's come through there in all eras.
Right.
And and when you give your water tower, you can only speak on the certain eras that you've seen. So to start mine off, this is no brainer. My number one, I'm just gonna go ahead and give it to you. It's gonna be my brother, John.
Mm-hmm.
John Boy. Y'all know him as John Boy or Jonathan. That's my number one. On the football, number one, he was just a crazy, freakish athlete. Yeah. But on the football field, man, I haven't seen anybody that could run it like he run it. He's get gritty with it, but then also he can hit you with some finesse as well. And so, I mean, I remember one time I think we played Telfair County. I think he scored like 7 touchdowns in the game.
God, no.
Yeah.
First half.
And, yeah, and then on defense, you know, he was a monster on defense, you know, playing quarterback. So, again, he was just a freakish athlete. And, you know, I got to see it even more than other people because, you know,
Right.
that's my brother and I live with him. And one thing that, you know, that I want to point out about him is he was the type of athlete where he didn't really have to put in the work for it. He can just show up and still have a field day.
Yeah.
That's the type of guy he was, man.
Right.
So, but shout out to my brother, man. Like I said, he's one of the best that I've seen do it. That's my number one. My next couple, so growing up, I've seen that early to mid '90s era of athletes come through Claxton. So these next couple are going to be in that era. My next one is going to be a guy named Anthony Moore, aka a lot of people like to know him as Motown. Yeah, man. He talk about a jack of all trades, man. Especially on the basketball court. He can really do it all. He can shoot it. He's real crafty. He's not the fastest person, but he's so crafty, and his basketball IQ is so high that he can beat you whatever way that you give him. You know, you hear a lot of coaches say, you know, take what the defense give you. No matter what you gave Motown, he's gonna take advantage of it. So, you know, shout out to Motown, man. That's one of my favorite players. Next one in that same era, and it's actually one of his buddies, Antonio Freeman, also known around Claxton as Dank. And man, people thought I could jump. If you never seen Dank, man, this guy could really jump out the gym, man. And probably the most vivid memory that I remember back in that era was going to the basketball game, and when the guys would come out right before they warm up, as the girls' game was ending, all the kids would be like, "Hey, Dunk, are you gonna dunk? You gonna dunk this game?" And every time he'd be like, "Yeah, I'm gonna get me one." And as far as I can remember, going to a game, every game I seen him at least get a dunk in, man. And he definitely could jump out the gym. And then with those two guys too, it's like it came full circle for like people in my era, because we played with those guys even outside at Bacon Ford Park. And so coming up, you know, at Bacon Ford Park, there's 2 courts. There's a court where the big guys play and the small guys play. Yep. And then once you reach that level where you can play with the big guys, and you know, we got to play with them, it was like, you know, a kind of a moment like, you know, I'm here, I made it. So but shout out to Motown and Dank, man. There was two legends in our era. So that's 3. Next 2, I struggle with these last, or really with this one here. And Donnie said him on his last one, so I'm gonna go with him. My next one's gonna be Terrell Freeman. Coming up, watching him, man, he was another one of those freakish athletes, man. For him to be so short, so small, he was really unstoppable, especially on that football field. He was fast as lightning. You know, seeing him on the field, man, that gave me, you know, a lot of motivation to want to play and to want to get better, especially at the quarterback position. So Terrell Freeman, man, he was a real deal athlete. My last one, so you guys know we went on that the state run my junior year, and like I said, we went through a lot of adversity. But my last one, if we had this guy that year that we made that state run, ain't no doubt in my mind we would have probably won the state championship. Unfortunately, the first game of the season, we played Southeast Bullock. He ended up breaking his leg.
Yep.
And so he was out for the season. But that guy is Cody Mosley.
Yep.
And he was he's one hell of a basketball player. He can pretty much do it all on the court. He can guard, and he can guard pretty much any position because he was about 6'2", 6'3". So he had real long arms. So he can guard anybody from a 1 all the way down to a 5. And then he can shoot. He can take you down low. He was a great passer. He was an all-around good player, and it showed. Even his senior year, he made it to the All-Star game, or Georgia All-Star game. Wow. So Cody Mosley, like I said, if we would have had him on that state run, no doubt in my mind, we would be state champions. But yeah, that's my water tower. I do want to mention a couple other guys as honorable mention. If you guys don't mind.
Absolutely. Yeah. It's your water tower, bro.
One guy already mentioned before, Tremaine Holland. He's another one of those all-around, well-rounded athletes, man. He could do it all. Baseball, football, basketball. It's like no matter where you put him at, he was the type that he wasn't going to hurt you. Exactly. He was always going to help you out. And I grew up playing with him, so I always knew like he was going to be, one of those guys. And honestly, I feel like in football, if I was coaching, I would have put him at quarterback instead of me. That's just me, though. Because he had a hell of an arm, man. And like I said, he was just a great athlete. So shout out Tremaine. Another couple guys I want to mention real quick for basketball. Two guys that I came up watching, and I got to play with one of them. First one gonna be Johnny Brown. He was a heck of a shooter, man. He came a couple years before me, but I just remember going to the games, and he was one of those guys that he was shooting from NBA range, before it was like really a thing. So, and then also got to play with him outside Bacon Ford Park as well, man. Like I said, he was a really good basketball player and definitely a great shooter. And last person on the basketball, for basketball I want to mention is Jahari Mincy. Jahari Mincy, he gave me the nickname Smooth. So people call me Smooth. That came from Jahari Mincy. Wow. But he had a smooth game as well. He definitely was one of those great shooters. He had a deadly mid-range game, which you don't really see anymore. He can handle the rock. He was an all-around good basketball player, and he carried our team. I think my freshman year, I played with him, so he was our leader my freshman year. But yeah, that's my water tower. Like I said, I know we're gonna get some comments that I left some people out.
It always happens. No worries, man.
It's all good.
It's solid in my book, Jermaine.
Yeah, solid. I mean, a lot of those guys, I don't even know who they are. So I appreciate the education, and I need to learn a little more. That's why Ryan's here to kind of educate me about my history. Anyways, thanks again for coming on. And I guess the last thing that I want to ask you is if there's any advice that you would want to give somebody, in high school. It can be sports related or just life related. Any kind of advice to a young athlete or a young student that that you would think would be valuable.
Oh yeah, most definitely. One thing I would just say is just always continue working and just remember, when you ain't working, there's somebody else that's out there working probably 10 times harder. So
Right.
there's always room for you to get better. And like I said, just keep working no matter what. And that's with everything in life. That's goes for sports. That goes for if you're trying to build, your career, going to school, college. Hey, just keep working, keep grinding. And then you'll see the outcome later.
Yeah.
But it'll be, very beneficial. So
cool, man. Well, again, I appreciate you so much. I'll stop messaging you on Facebook now. I'm sorry. But yeah, again, I appreciate you, and again, it was an honor. So thanks for joining. And maybe if you're in town, in the next couple of years or whatever, give us a shout. Mike can get you on here in person. That would be cool too. So.
Okay.
All right. So thanks for.
I definitely want to thank you guys for having me. And like I said, man, you guys doing some really good things, man. So next time I come through Claxton, I'm definitely gonna hit you guys up because I definitely want to be live in the studio with you guys.
All right, 10-4, man. Appreciate it, Jermaine.
All right, man. Y'all have a good one.
All right.
All right, Smooth.
See you.
Back to your regularly scheduled program.
Keep doing this. If you really want to change the narrative, by doing this more, it's going to change them eventually. We're going to keep chipping away at it, and you'll see that the difference is being made. So I thank you guys for just inviting me to come on, and I hope something I said that can kind of help somebody along the way.
Yeah.
So,
Well, before we go, I do want one thing. I want to know, and this is for both of y'all. I've already shared my favorite Coach Ronald story.
Oh, yeah.
I want a Coach Ronald story. It can be funny. It can be heartfelt. I think it's going to be funny if I have to judge on all the memories I got of him at the rec department. But I just want one story about something to do with him in sports out of both of you.
They used to, and you might remember, we used to do biscuits and gravy.
Yes. Dad had to go because he was president of the
Booster Club. Yep. Biscuits and
I
gravy.
think it was whatever Saturday it was. I think it was me and Craig. I don't remember the other Pinewood players. It was me, Craig. I think Lionel was there, and
Chandler Stuckey.
Might have been. But anyway, they imitated
Danny and Lionel all imitated Coach Michael and Danny.
Yeah.
And they both about lost their breath laughing. Now, you'd think they'd get a little bit mad, but I thought we was going to beat the breath back into them. They laughed so hard. But I used to get tickled at Coach Michael, one of his best thing. Yeah, Danny, it was a negative gain. Yeah, Danny had a negative gain on the play. And I always got tickled with that.
That's funny.
Big guy.
Oh my, big guy, yeah, big guy.
Big guy.
A South boy got him with a shoestring tackle.
Hey, Coach.
I used to love. I'm serious. My granddaddy would go in on his old radio and drop a cassette, and he would record over each game.
Yeah.
And we would listen Saturday morning when we ate breakfast.
Yeah.
We'd listen to Biscuits and Gravy.
Yeah.
And then we'd listen to the game. And dude, let me tell you something. Them two, and that's what you're talking about with iconic people in this community. I can remember Jamalca Morgan on the school bus going to football games, imitating those two about what we were going to do on the field.
Yeah.
Right.
You know.
Yeah.
Yeah. Growing up with them, with Swain, his oldest son Ryan and my cousin Lashika, my uncle Ronald's oldest, they were in the same class.
Okay.
So they were in the class of '91. But Chad and I were classmates. So Chad and I in the class of '95. So I remember going to Easter egg hunt in kindergarten at the Swain house.
Yeah, yeah.
And I'm looking for eggs. I never forget this. I'm looking for eggs, and he knew me, and he said, "Tomlin, look under my foot," because I was struggling. Like I'm not big on. I'm like, because you know me, I'm a man's man. So me holding a basket and picking some eggs, like eggs for me, okay, if they're in a pot, or they're in a pan, they're scrambled or fried, I'm good. But that wasn't me holding a basket, finding some eggs, and I really wasn't looking hard for any of them. And I think Danny saw me and he looked. He's like, "Tomlin," and I looked. He's like, "Look under my foot." And I remember that was in God, no, that's been a long time. It was kindergarten, but My uncle's funny.
Yes. Yes.
Growing up, he was no nonsense. And a lot of people thought that he pushed me into going into, teaching and coaching, but he never did.
Really?
No, never did. He knew I loved it. The one thing he did do, he did simple stuff. He and I are in the same fraternity. He gave me his paddle when I was 9, paddle and his shield that he made when he was pledging. He gave me that. So he never really said it, but in essence, it's what he was telling me. I'm passing this on to you.
Yeah.
When it came to coaching, I think I was about 13 when I decided I wanted to do this. And I never forget, for Christmas, he always bought me stuff. Shoes, jackets. I mean, I think I was probably the youngest kid with an account at J&K Sporting Goods and Men's department store. So between he and the Squire Shop. So between,
I'm gonna tell you something now.
So between the Squire Shop, Men's, and J&K.
He wasn't gonna come out the house incorrect.
No.
The socks wasn't
No,
matching
yeah.
the shoes wasn't matching the shirt, the hat, all of it.
Oh yeah.
So that was probably, if I wouldn't say anything. It was funny, but that was one standard he kind of set, is that you don't come outside the house looking a certain way. So so I've always been a fan of shoes and clothes, not so much as hats, but yeah, that was a staple. But he passed that on. He gave me 2 books, and I actually started looking at them and learning terminology and really talking about the game and understanding the game from a different perspective, not as a player, but more as a coach. So I would say he planted the seed, but the people around him cultivated it and watered it, and that's why I'm sitting here today.
That's pretty awesome.
I appreciate it.
That's pretty awesome. He's talking about the way he dressed, even when he was umpiring.
Everything was
he
going.
was to the nine.
Everything was going to be together.
Everything.
Because he took it to the cleaners.
Yeah.
That's another thing. I go to cleaners now. Like, why are you taking a jacket like this? Sometimes I take it to the cleaners.
He'd get ready to umpire the game and he'd have his umpire shirt.
You got his shirt on the hanger.
Yeah.
Really?
Yes, in a bag. Yeah. He wore, and the other thing, he actually wore. This day and age, they look like they were coaching football, even though they coach basketball. Nobody dresses up anymore. Right. My uncle wore suits to every single basketball game he coached. Every single one. He never coached without a sport coat or a suit, ever. So, so that was another. That's setting a standard. So you couldn't really get around.
John
it.
Floyd looking at you.
Oh man, I'm not gonna get in trouble. That is him, John, not me. You guys wear what you need to. Long as you restore the roar, long as you wear, that's what we.
Restore the roar.
Mac needed to yell one time tonight, and that was it.
You got it.
I was trying to be too cool for him.
That's okay. We're gonna get you a T-shirt and put hashtag Restore the Roar. That's his T-shirt. Yeah, I got. You know what? I'm gonna call Miss Susan Todd and tell her I need a Mac Edwards T-shirt that says hashtag Restore the Roar. Susan, you got that?
Oh man, we could talk for another hour.
Yeah, dude, this has been awesome.
Thank you so much for coming, and it's been a pleasure.
Thank you. Thank you.
Good luck with everything.
Thanks, man.
And let us know where we can help. And,
Absolutely.
Yeah, we want to be a part.
Absolutely. But we want you to be. We do. That's what it's about. It's about community.
And that's a wrap. Thank you.
Thank you.